Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Happy New Year! It's now January 2025, and I wanted to throw out a special offer to our WBT listeners. We're taking 50 people through a 50-day health transformation. It starts with you sending us your labs. That's right, we all have had an annual physical. Why don't you send them to us? My team of doctors and our brand new proprietary AI doctors will help you to come up with a plan that is done for you. Meal plans, recipes, shopping lists, detox guides, supplemental recommendations based off your labs. It's 100% free for the first 50 people. Let's make this year a year of transformation for your health. Simply text your name and your email with the word 50in50. That's 50in50 to 704-906-2094. The number again, 704-906-2094. Let's make this year a year of health for you. The number again, 704-906-2094.
Beyond wine, we really care about health. The health of the planet and the health of each other. That's what inspired us to start this business. Our family of team members meets every morning for a group meditation, followed by an open gratitude session. We believe a sound mind with a focus on peace is the best instrument for change. Joint meditation is the cornerstone of our company culture, and it helps us remember what's important, spreading joy and love, just like our family growers. Our family is a collection of passionate, health-conscious individuals who love to laugh and enjoy each other's company. We eat seasonally, grow our own vegetables, cook together, and share wine. Our team is incredibly dedicated to our mission. Everything from sourcing the wines to answering service questions. Your natural wines were found and sourced around the world by our wine team. They taste every one, oversee their lab testing, and choose exactly which ones go in which box. If you order, your individual box will be packed by our incredibly hardworking fulfillment team. If you have any questions, your service requests will be handled by a wonderfully loving member experience family who only have one goal in mind, your 100% happiness. This video is put together by our talented media team, filmed and edited in-house, just like the rest of our artful media. From our unique creations to our printed lifestyle piece called A Matter of Taste. We put love into everything we do, and we hope to share it with you.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celient Sleep Recovery. Our Celient Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celient technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celient infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celient. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celient has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Get into bed to experience our smooth Celient Egyptian cotton blend sheets. Protect your mattress against the sands of time with our Celient mattress protectors. With our pillow protectors, you get the benefits of our recovery therapy. Explore new places and feel well rested throughout your journeys. Discover luxurious support that allows you to sleep in almost any position. Neck blankets are small and compact. You can bring them with you just about anywhere. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celient Sleep Recovery products today. Celient. Recycle your body's energy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh my gosh, it is the first of the new year. Welcome to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Aaron Ernst. I'm your host, and today we're here to inspire you and guide you to living life to your fullest health potential. We got to talk about the new year. And how about transforming our thinking this year? Instead of setting a resolution, why don't we start talking about how to make a revolution, a completely new way of thinking when it comes to your health? We have to define what health is in a new way. We have to change our mindset. Instead of just writing things down going, I hope I pull this off. I hope, a resolution. I hope. It's now going to be, this is what I'm doing, period. A revolution. Let me ask you something. How many times in the past have you made a New Year's resolution? Maybe it was to lose weight. Maybe it was to eat healthier. Maybe it was to start exercising. I don't know. You probably had something that you said, this is what I want in 2024, 2023, 2022. And how many times has that resolution just died in February? Okay. Don't feel bad if your answer is, yeah, I do it every single year. You're not alone. Did you know that research shows that most people abandon their New Year's resolutions within the first few weeks? In fact, the University of Scranton found that only 8% of people who set a resolution achieve it. That's a 92% failure rate. That is not what 2025 is about. We want you to be healthy and healing and happy and whole. So today's show, because it is now January, right? It's 2025. Can you believe it? We're already here. We're going to help you this year. We've got a ton of stuff coming up this year that we're giving away for free. We have all kinds of masterclasses slated. We're going to help you lose weight. We're going to help you get off your meds. And I'm asking you to hunker down this year and commit to listening every single Saturday, 3 p.m., right here, News Talk 1110 WBT. Maybe you're on our podcast on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. Tune in, subscribe, download, pay attention. And just to show you something that we're going to give away for free this year, the first 50 people. Look, I know you have your annual labs done. We know it because people send them to us all the time. Can't you just use my blood work, Dr. Ernst? So ready for this? The first 50 people, send us your labs, send us your reports, send us what your doctor has tested, and my entire team for free will run it through a proprietary software we've developed. The labs will be read by an AI doctor. It'll spit out recommendations. It'll give guidelines. We will look over it individually. Yep, do this, do this, do this. Guys, the first 50 of you get it 100% free. It's our 50 in 50 days. We're taking 50 people through a 50-day transformation, 100% free. Now, you might be saying, well, how do I get to be a part of this? It's real easy. Send the word 50 in 50, 50IN50 to 704-906-2094. Don't forget your name and email because we have to connect with you. You're going to send your labs through a HIPAA secure portal that we've set up. You just upload them and then boom, we do all the work for you. We'll give you recipes. We'll give you exercise guidelines. We're going to give you everything you need for free so that January becomes a year of transformation. How do you get the 50 in 50? 704-906-2094, your name, your email, and the word 50 in 50. Okay, why is it that resolutions usually suck? Like, why don't they work? Because everybody's going to tell you to write down what you want for the 2025 year. Journal it, mark it, everything that you are supposed to do. Like, do this and you'll hit your goals. But yet again, the University of Scranton says, 92% failure rate. Why is it that these things don't work? Okay, number one, most people's resolutions rely on willpower. And willpower is a finite source of energy. It only lasts for so long. There's actually science behind this. A study published in the Journal of Psychological Science found this. Ready? Listen to this. Willpower functions like a muscle. When you overuse it, it gets fatigued and it's harder to stay disciplined. This is why often people begin January strong. A new gym commitment, a new diet, a full week. They're like, yes, it's working. But then willpower kicks in, and most people have never exercised their willpower. So the second something shows up, Motivation fizzles out. I'll just go back to my old ways. Life gets stressful. Willpower starts to fade. And most people go, you know what? Forget it. I'll do it next year. And that's a problem. Number 2, resolutions are focused on the outcome, on the goal. And there's nothing wrong with having a goal, but the issue is many of you can't set them properly. You're like, I want to lose 50 pounds by the end of the month. Yes, that's a hefty outcome. Most resolutions are centered around what you want to achieve. I want to lose 20 pounds. I'll work out every day of the month. But what you're not addressing is how or why you're going to do it. How are you going to pull it off? Why do you even want to do it in the first place? The focus on the end result will usually create a frustration because for most people, 92% of you, you're not going to get what you said you wanted. Willpower wanes, frustration kicks in, and then guess what? Yeah, I should just not even do it at all. The focus at the end, if you focus on the end results, creates frustration, which can lead to an immediate sense of it's just not going to work. You step on the scale after a week of dieting and there's no change. You've been exercising and you're not seeing any improvements. And you start to lose hope. The third reason resolutions fail is they're often based on external pressures. Usually, someone or something telling you, you must do this. What it isn't doing is on an internal pressure or a value. It has nothing to do with who you are. Rather, most resolutions are, I wish I was that, rather than acknowledging, I am a great, loving human being right now. And maybe if I change my thinking and my approach, I'll just innately get my resolution. Let me give you some examples of this. The gym and diet cycle. Look, if you haven't noticed it, in the last week or so of December, all the TV ads were, you can get 50% off your fitness memberships, no contracts. In fact, we're waiving the enrollment fees. Like it's all about gyms and diet. It happens every single January. Many of you know this, right? If you go to the gym in December, it's like 8 people there. You go to the gym in January, there's 148 people there. They're like, where did they come from? It's like Christmas Eve service at church. I don't know about you guys, but at my church, I was like, good God, we can't even find a seat. We got here 30 minutes early. But the week before, the entire balcony's open. Where did all the people come from? Well, those are the people who only do church for Christmas and Easter. The people who are at the gym in January are the resolutionists. They're the ones who are like, this is a new year. Maybe I should try it again. And they do the same thing over and over again. Gyms are packed with people who are determined to make this year the year they get in shape. Skyrocket memberships. More books are downloaded and purchased for dieting in January than any other month in the entire year. But watch this, guys. In mid-February, you already know where it's going to go. They're gone. Attendance drops. By March, the gyms are back like they looked in December, quiet and empty with those people who are not working out for a resolution, but because it's a way of life. It is who they are. They work out because that's what they do. They don't work out because it's January and they need to lose weight. They're like, I'm already at my goal and I want to stay this way. Why does this happen? Most people approach fitness and dieting as a sprint. If I could just like, whoosh, super fast. I need to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks and I've got to make it happen. Rather than looking at it as a lifestyle change. They dive in headfirst, usually doing intense workouts 5 or 6 days a week, which isn't sustainable, by the way. Go ask anybody who's been at the gym for October, November, December, how often do you work out? They're not like, I'm here every day for 30 minutes. It's usually I come once a week or twice a week. I have my routine. It's upper body, mid body, lower body, Monday upper, Wednesday lower, Friday mid. Like they've got a routine and they stick with it. They're not like, I quadrupled down. No. The same thing happens with diets. In January, everybody's meal prepping, avoiding sugar, fasting, eating salads, drinking smoothies. They're doing all the right stuff, but they're thinking that if I could just pull it off for 4 weeks, they'll hit their health goals. And then what happens is most people get frustrated. And I guarantee you've been there before, right? What's the point of all of this? Why am I doing this if it doesn't work? Well, it's because you're taking a shotgun approach. Did you know that a study that was published in the Journal of Obesity said dieters regain 50% of the weight they lose within the year they lost it? So listen to that. I'm going to say it again. Dieting. You'll gain half the weight back that you lost with your diet within the year you started your diet. The majority regain all of their weight back by the second to third year. This isn't because these dieting people have no motivation or discipline. It's because diets and resolutions do not address the underlying factors, the way the person thinks about things, or why they're doing it in the first place, or hormonal imbalances, or gut disturbances, or chronic inflammation, or neurological stress, or toxicity. Like if you have a root issue, like an anchor holding you back, you can change your diet in January all you want. You might lose 6 pounds, but if you need to lose 50, that's not a resolution, that's a revolution. So the problem with resolutions is that they're symptomatic. We're treating the issue at the top, not at the root. They're like surface level approaches to a deep, complex issue. Want to lose weight? Just eat less and move more, right? Wrong. If you're tired, just drink more coffee and energy drinks, right? Wrong. The quick fix mentality does not work if you really want to get down to the real issue, which is why you're listening to this show, right? Like you want to become your own doctor and you want to heal yourself and you want to transform your life. Quick fix mentality will never solve it. And here's some examples. If you're struggling to lose weight, it is like 99% of the time because your hormones are out of balance. Your cortisol is too high. Your insulin is too high. Leptin is extremely high. Ghrelin is through the roof. And you might be going like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, that's because you can't lose weight with diet and exercise. Wait, what? Because all the commercials are saying I should join the gym and do Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers in January. It's because it's a multi-million-dollar business. They'll make so much money in the first 2 months. Most gyms can survive the entire year with the memberships they had from January and February. If you're exhausted all the time, did you know it's not because you're not drinking enough coffee and you haven't had enough energy drinks? It's often because of nutrient deficiencies, B vitamins, chronic stress, lack of good sleep quality, and a methylation defect where you can't turn on your energy vitamins even if you took them. So if you want to shift gears, here's my suggestion. We need to go to more of a revolutionary thought. January should be, what kind of a revolution are you going to do? Not a resolution, but revolution. What's the alternative? Well, first of all, we just recognize resolutions don't work. You've done them every year and they just physically don't work. Even the research says they don't work. 92% failure rate. So let's define a revolution because the word itself is revolutionary. It's a new way of thinking. A revolution is not about making tiny changes or making your life more difficult. Don't eat this, don't do that. You must do this, you must not do that. Rather, it's a complete transformation or a total shift in the way you think, act, and live. So there it is. There's your definition. In January, if you change the way you think, act, and live, you will have a successful 2025. A revolution would say, I'm going to heal myself this year from the inside out so that I feel strong and vibrant and have more energy and lose weight as a side effect. A resolution says, I'm going to go to the gym and lose weight. Do you see the difference? I'm going to heal my body from the inside out. A shift in mindset. I'm not going to let the outside dictate what happens inside. Gyms and diet is outside. I'm going to figure out my root interference and remove that and let my body heal from within. Therefore, I will be strong, vibrant, alive, full of energy, and weigh less. Now, how do we act differently? Let's look at this inside out versus outside in way of thinking. Because remember, this is tough now. I know you guys are like, wait, I don't even know what you're talking about, Dr. Ernst. We're talking about how you think, how you approach health care. Most resolutions will be outside in. They focus on changing external factors. Change what you eat, that's outside of your body. Change how you exercise, that's outside of your body. But the truth is, all of this comes from within, not from without. Here's what I mean. Your gut is known to affect your entire body, including your immune system, to your mental health, even to how inflamed you are, even to the amount of food you choose to eat is all regulated and based on your gut. When your gut is inflamed, leaking, and chronic, it affects your physical nature of your body. It affects your mentality and it affects your mood. There's research showing leaky gut is connected to obesity, to chronic fatigue, to adrenal issues, to thyroid problems. Your mindset and your emotions also play a huge role in your health. Chronic stress is known to lead to hormonal imbalances. Cortisol goes up, insulin goes up, progesterone drops for women, testosterone drops for men, and that can make it almost impossible to lose weight. So a revolution would say, let me figure out why I'm not already losing weight. A resolution says, let me push harder and make it lose weight. So when you learn about this, what you're going to find is you can drastically change the way you think and how you approach your health. And then watch this, as a side effect, all the things you wanted through your resolutions will come to you. It's kind of like, look, we know you're listening to talk radio. We know a lot of talk radio is about finance and cars and your house, and it's awesome. Like, I love that stuff. But a lot of the gurus for finance will say, when you stop focusing on your income and you focus on your influence, your income will elevate itself. When you make a difference and an impact in another person's life, your life will be rewarded. It's very biblical. God says, if you take care of other people, He will take care of you. So the same thing happens when we look at our health. I know this is going to sound nuts, but if you were to say like, look, okay, I need to lose weight, 20 pounds. A resolution would say, I'm going to join a gym. I'm going to diet. I'm going to do all this stuff. Do you hear it? I, me, my, right? It's all about me. I'm going to do this. I want to lose weight. Now, maybe you can pull it off. Maybe you're one of the 8%ers, but not likely. You're probably one of the 92%ers, right? 92% of people fail with their resolutions because A, it's all about them, and B, it's too difficult to keep your willpower throughout the entire year. So a revolutionary thinking or a revolutionist for their health would say this: I need to lose weight. I don't really know much about weight loss. Instead of going to the gym and dieting, I'm going to download ebooks. I'm going to learn about metabolism. I'm going to figure out what makes a human body burn fat. And in learning this, I'm going to help someone else lose weight. Maybe it's my spouse or my son or my daughter or my grandkids, whatever. I'm going to do it for them. And in the process, I will more than likely lose weight because I'll implement what I teach other people to do. Do you see the revolutionary thought? Focus on someone else's health issues, learn what you need to learn to help them, and there you go. Guys, weight loss is not difficult. Number one, ready? It's not an equation. It is not eat less and work more. That doesn't work. It's been disproven 10,000 times over. Weight loss is about three things. Here we go. Ready? Number one, about your brain's ability to tell your body to burn fat. There is a hormone called leptin, which makes your body burn fat. If your brain cannot regulate itself with leptin and ghrelin, ghrelin is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. Leptin is the hormone that makes you burn fat and feel full. If leptin is working, you will feel full more often, so you don't eat a lot of food. And this is the misconception. People go, oh my God, they ate less food. That must be why they lost weight. It's their leptin was working better, therefore they ate less food. Ghrelin makes you hungry. If you lower ghrelin and raise leptin, you will lose weight. It is God-given inherent. If you lower your cortisol and lower your insulin, you will lose weight. There are hormones that say burn fat for the human body. Why? Fat has more energy than carbs and proteins. It's by design. You are by design designed and built to burn fat. So the question should be, well, why aren't I burning fat? Why is my body not working? Oh, now, see, we're revolutionarily thinking. It has nothing to do with your gym exercises. It has nothing to do with your diet. There's an interference. It could be a neurological interference. The nerves in your spine regulate your weight because they control everything in your body. It is well known and documented that vagus nerve and vagal nerve damage relates to obesity and weight gain. Maybe you have a nerve problem. Number 2, your gut could be leaking. Leaky gut, aka increased intestinal permeability, is 1000% linked to obesity. Why? You have a blanket layer of fat over your stomach, your intestines, to absorb the waste products and protect you. It's like a fence or a barrier. So if you're leaking tremendously, that blanket's going to be huge because it has to grab all the crap that got through. Leaky gut is linked to obesity, to diabetes, to heart disease, to all of it. Thirdly, you could be toxic. We talked about this in the December to Remember series. Toxins are fat soluble. If you have a lot of toxins, you'll have a lot of fat. You go to the gym and you try to burn off this fat, it won't burn because the toxin would be released and you would be harmed. See, if you were just to learn 3 simple things about fat burning, you could solve this process known as weight loss resistance by yourself. It's not that hard. Okay, so real quick, we have a commercial break coming up in about 4 minutes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw out the January 50 and 50 offer again. Maybe you're just tuning in and you're going like, wait, what are you talking about? We are offering through the Ask Dr. Ernst show, 50 people. The first 50 to do this get it 100% for free. We will do a analysis of your labs. You'll upload your labs, blood work, urine, hair, whatever you have, like from your physician. You don't have to go out and get anything new. You guys already have them. Most people have an annual physical that's been run, and you'll go, here's what my blood work is. It could be a limited study or it could be a complete blood count. You could have some sort of fancy thing. Send over to us your results of your most recent physical. It's through a private portal. It'll be emailed to you and you just upload it. And then my team, myself, and our AI doctors, we do have this awesome new AI system. We can upload labs to it. It reads the labs. It's extremely accurate. It'll tell us, likelihoods of all these kind of problems, etc. We'll give you the report for free. You would normally have to pay for this. So it's like a consultation with a patient, right? It's about $250. And you don't have to pay a dime. You just have to give us your name and your email. We'll do all the hard work. We'll develop a diet, a detox program, a fitness routine, and we're going to show you what you need to do to shift your blood work back into normal. And how much does it cost? Nothing. 2025, it's the 50 in 50. Just text your first name, your last name, and your email with the word 50 in 50, 50IN50. That will trigger our system, and then we'll send some information to you on how to connect with us. And again, it's 100% free. Then we want you to pay attention this year. Every single Saturday, 3 p.m., rain or shine, whatever's going on, we're always on the airways or online. If we're preempted because of a football or a basketball game, yes, we're on talk radio. It happens occasionally. Head on over to facebook.com/AskDrErnst. Subscribe. You could win. Hey, just a couple days ago, we gave away Ringling Brothers tickets with a $100 gift card. It was amazing. We'd love to give, and we hope that you receive. Now, when we come back from this commercial break, I'm going to be breaking down the physicality of what you can do. We're going to dive deeper into what does it mean to make a revolution for your health. I'm going to share with you how you can shift your mindset, how you can physically redefine what health is, and how you can make 2025 a year of thriving health. Plus, I'm going to give you my top 5 changes that you should make in 2025. So it's a little teaser, top 5 changes you should make. That's when we come back on the Ask Dr. Ernst show. Don't forget, now's the opportunity. Text your first name, your last name, and your email to 704-906-2094. You're going to get a 50-person, full 50-day protocol based off your labs that you send to us, analyzed, read, and transcribed by our doctors completely for free. All we have to do is have you opt into that. And this is going to be a great year, guys. Oh my gosh, we have master classes galore. We have series we're going to be doing every single Saturday on health and rejuvenation and vibrance and life. And you even have some opportunities to ask us to make shows for you. And we have special guests, including celebrity doctors and leading researchers that are going to help you to become your own physician. Because at the Ask Dr. Ernst show, it's real simple. You ask a health question, we answer it with functional methods so you can be your own doctor and heal yourself. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Like most sustainable products, sustainable coffee production is not only healthy for the environment, but it's also healthy for the body. Like our commitment to purity in every cup, our focus extends beyond taste to encompass the health of consumers and the environment. At Purity Coffee, the journey from farm to cup should be as pure and sustainable as the coffee itself. Our farmers adhere to rigorous organic farming practices, ensuring our beans are free from harmful chemicals and pesticides.
We try to make organic coffee, even though we didn't know it was organic. We just were not using chemicals or anything like it. We weren't really interested on chemicals. We wanted to have something healthy, something without needs of chemicals. That's why we went into, by then didn't exist the word organic, I think. We're talking about on the 70s. So nowadays we know the new words, organic, sustainable, and all that. We try to do all that regardless. We didn't do it for any purpose specifically, but we did it because it's the natural things to do. We live on the farm. We have a lot of workers who are thriving to make things better every time. And they love the fact of the challenge of what to do with some waste, what to better up things, what to recycle, what to reuse.
I'm Whitney, a dietitian and diabetes educator, and you may be surprised to know that I actually recommend for my patients to drink coffee. Coffee is actually one of the richest sources of antioxidants in the Western diet. Chlorogenic acid, one of the antioxidants found in coffee, helps not only fight inflammation, which can be the root cause of so many chronic diseases, but it actually can help improve blood sugar balance. Because chlorogenic acid reduces carbohydrate absorption, it can reduce blood sugar spikes at mealtimes.
But our dedication to health doesn't stop there. Purity Coffee is not just about a great cup of coffee. It's about a commitment to protecting the environment for future generations. By partnering with sustainable farms and investing in carbon neutral practices, we minimize our ecological footprint and promote a healthier planet for all. As consumers, we have the power to drive positive change through our choices. By choosing Purity Coffee, you're not just supporting your own health, you're also championing a movement towards sustainability and environmental responsibility. So why settle for anything less than pure? Choose Purity Coffee and join us on a journey towards a healthier you and a healthier planet. Because when it comes to coffee, purity is the ultimate quality measure.
Wine is a fermented beverage that has been enjoyed by humanity for over 8,000 years. Our ancestors believed in its magical healing powers. Philosophers turned to it to spur new ideas and encourage lively debate. Wine has been a well-studied part of our history, but recently it's changed. The wines sold today in most stores and restaurants are not the same wines enjoyed by our ancestors. Today, wine is a highly processed, factory-made product filled with toxins and industrial additives. The grapes are farmed with machines and heavy pesticide use, and the marketing is misleading and dishonest. Wines free from this human intervention still exist. They're called natural wines. These wines are a return to the old way of making and enjoying wine. Free from commercial additives, high sugar, and heavy alcohol content, these wines are a beautiful expression of nature. They're also extremely rare. Less than 1% of the world's wines are grown to this standard. They're made in hyper-small quantities by family farmers who work by hand using ancient practices. When you drink them, all of this becomes clear. You'll notice a completely new wine experience. This is the kind of wine that derive from wine sources. We search the globe looking for pure natural wines, carefully nurtured by family growers who work with nature, and we take it a step further, sourcing wines that meet our strict criteria for farming, purity, and taste. We only work with organically grown wines, farmed without irrigation and without heavy machinery. Grapes are hand-picked and then fermented using native wild yeast, not the industry standard GMO yeasts. Our wines are pure, lab tested by an independent enologist for metrics including alcohol and sugar. They also taste extraordinary, bright, fresh, and full of life. They jump out of the glass because they aren't sterilized or heavily processed.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Ernst. Hey, if you're just tuning in, today we've been talking about why resolutions physically just don't work. A study done not that long ago shows that 92% of people who set a New Year's resolution fail. They physically can't make that resolution come true. Mostly because, as we talked about before, it's a breakdown of their willpower. It's because a resolution is built off of an outcome, not a process. And it's because they're usually based on an external pressure, something that you think from the outside you must change. Whereas a revolution, a change in the way you think, act, and live, would actually bring about the changes you're looking for with your resolutions by itself, because it comes from changing who you are. Oh, that was well said. I'm going to give you today, in this second half segment, my top 5 changes that I think you should make in 2025 if you want to revolutionarily change your health. And before the break, we talked about how so many people fail because going to the gym and dieting is not health. So it starts with this. You need to change the word health in your brain. See, so many of you use the word health in a way that it shouldn't be applied. For example, my health insurance was not technically health insurance. It's crisis insurance. It's when you have a problem and it didn't prevent you from getting it. If you were healthy, you would have never had your problem. So to say health insurance is a bad way of defining the word health. Some people say they're healthy when they feel great. And you certainly should feel good when you're healthy, but you can't define the word health by how you feel, because there are a lot of health issues that you can't feel. Can you feel blood pressure? Nope. Diabetes? Nope. Cancer? Nope. So to say I'm healthy because I feel good, bad definition. Oh, I got this one right, Dr. Ernst. I'm going to get this one right. I'm healthy because I work out. Can't say that either. There are a lot of fitness gurus and gym owners and even Olympic athletes that are dropping dead of heart attacks randomly, getting cancers. So health is not fitness. It is not diet. It is not your insurance. Well, then what the heck is health? Well, we could look at it from the real definition of health, which you could go to the Dorland's dictionary and look up. You can even go to just the dictionary and look it up. It talks about a way of thinking. It talks about having a lifestyle that induces prevention, not just merely the absence of disease. Like, you can't just say because I have no disease, I'm healthy. I'd like to help you break the word down into the functional definition. And to do that, you have to look at the root of the word. So H-E-A-L, heal. In the word health is the word heal. So really what health is a state of your healing, H-E-A-L. How well are you healing, not feeling? Do you see the difference? And if you know what your healing systems are, you have your immune system, you have your digestive system, you have, your toxicities, you have like your detox pathways. There are various pathways in your body that are designed to help you heal. In fact, there's hundreds of systems whose sole purpose is to keep you alive and well. So we could say that your health is actually the ability for you to heal. And therefore, if you're healing well, do you see this? You would be feeling well, and therefore you are healthy. Now, health also has a TH at the end, H-E-A-L-T-H. And you might say, well, what does the TH stand for? I personally think it's thy, like it's you. Heal you, heal thy, heal thyself, health, health. Get it? If you can heal yourself, then you're healthy. So maybe the first thing we should do in the 2025 year is redefine the word health. Oh, Dr. Ernst, I'm healthy as a horse. Now, be careful. Horses only lived about 40 years old. And that's in their version of 40. You understand? Like, I don't know, 25 years for a horse. It's about its lifespan. So human beings have a 120-year lifespan. The last thing I want to do is claim myself as healthy as a horse, because horses can only live 25 to 30 years. Notice what I'm doing? I'm changing the way I think. What I should say is I'm as healthy as God can let me be, because God can do anything. So God can make me perfectly healthy. So I want to be the healthiest that God has for me. Again, change the way I'm thinking. What is a revolution in someone's health? Well, a revolution is not just changing your health. It's a complete transformation. It's a bold decision to say, I'm no longer going to go after quick fixes. I'm going to build a foundation for my current restoration, my current change I need, and then I'm going to maintain lifetime of health. We talked about how we'd love to give 50 of you this opportunity for free. If you give us your most recent labs, upload them through a portal that will text you, the doctors in my team and our AI software will scrape through your labs and come up with a functional health plan. Not just the foods you should eat and the workouts you should do, because that's what you should be doing anyway, but an approach to you revolutionarily changing the way you define your health. We're going to give you everything you should be doing based on functional success. We've worked with thousands of patients over the last 20 years, and we know what works. And we can just say, hey, your labs say do this. Now, the cool thing is it's 100% free. How do you get involved in it? It's our 50 in 50 days 2025 health transformation. You just have to text your first name, last name, and your email with the word 50 in 50, 50IN50 to 704-906-2094. It's it, 704-906-2094. And here's how this works. We change the way we think. We're not going to do a resolution. We're not going to say, go work out harder, go change your diet. We're going to say, go from the inside out. Let me talk about that and what this means. First, it means changing the definition you have for health. Health, as we talked about, is not how you feel. It's not the amount of fitness you have. It's not the kind of diets you do. There's no such thing as a healthy diet, nor is there such a thing as a healthy fitness program. There are diets you should do to give you nutrients. There's workouts you should do so you simply move and stay functional. That's the difference. If we're going to talk about health from an inside-out approach, 3 areas of focus. Number 1, your digestive system. I'm sure you've heard that your gut is your second brain, but did you know that it's not just responsible for digesting food, it's responsible for absorbing nutrients, supporting your immune system. Listen to this. Research published recently in Nature Reviews Gastroenterology and Hepatology, that's a big word, shows that dysbiosis, or a misregulation of the bacteria in your intestines, leads to inflammation, weight gain, and even mood disorders like anxiety and depression. So right there, if you just started focusing on your gut health, you could feel better about yourself, you could have more energy, and you would lose weight. A healthy gut is essential for overall great health because it heals you. How do we heal our intestines? Go back to our podcast. Listen to the leaky gut shows. Listen to everything we've talked about with digestive health. Go to AskDrErnst.com and type in digestion, and you'll have thousands of articles with supportive protocols that show you exactly how to do it. Because we're on the airways, let's give you something for free. The easiest way to get your gut to heal is to just simply stop eating food for a couple days, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Fasting is by far the best way to seal your gut. You can fast with broth, water, coffees, or teas. And if you incorporate, when you begin to eat, healthy, fermented, or pickled foods, olives, sauerkrauts, kimchis, kombuchas, pickles, etc., it helps to reestablish the barrier of your intestines. The second thing you need to focus on when it comes to your overall health is this. Ready? Number 1, your hormones, okay? No matter what you think, your hormones are more involved in your health than your diet and your exercise. A study done in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that if you have even the slightest bit of hormone imbalance, even just the tiniest bit, like a low thyroid, or even a small amount of low T for men or low P, low progesterone for women, it leads to fatigue, weight gain, and brain fog. Even the tiniest bit. So if you were to focus on balancing your hormones rather than balancing your diet and your fitness, you would start losing weight faster. Some of the easiest ways to clean up your hormones: fast, because it helps your gut to get better. Your gut makes the majority of your hormones for your body anyway. And focus on quality sleep and managing your stress: prayer, yoga, Pilates, meditation, etc. And then the biggest one, number 3, is detoxification. Look, we're all exposed to toxins all the time. They're in our food, they're in our water, they're in the air, they're in the environment, and they accumulate in our body. A study published in the Environmental Health Perspectives found out that heavy metals like mercury and lead, which a lot of people deal with, interferes with the receptors for your hormones. So remember earlier we said if your hormones are out of balance, you're not going to lose weight. Now we're saying if you have heavy metals in your body, they get stuck in the receptors and the heavy metals interfere with the hormones even if they were balanced. So how do we get metals out and toxins? Well, you can support your liver, right? We can use detox-friendly foods. We can drink lemon water with salts, take milk thistle, use glutathione, N-acetylcysteine. Like, honestly, it's not that complicated. And what's amazing is with the advent of all this AI technology that exists today, you could go to ChatGPT and just strike up a conversation with it and say, teach me how to clean my liver out, and just follow what it says. I'm going to do another interview with ChatGPT coming up because they've revolutionized its ability to speak and talk and think. And you guys are going to get blown away when you hear how we ask it, hey, how would you heal from? I'm going to do the top diseases, right? Cancer, heart disease, diabetes. We're going to just see what ChatGPT says because it's free, it's AI, and you even have access to it right now. So remember, it's not a resolution that you need. It's a revolution. Change the way you think. Most people think health is the absence of disease. So if you're not sick, you're healthy. Wrong. 100% wrong. True health is about thriving. Not just surviving and making it, but having vibrant amounts of energy, mental clarity, emotional stability, and watch this, resilience. So that if a condition was to come at you externally, a cold, a flu, a virus, or this or that, the other, you would be resistant. There was a study published in the British medical journal called Open, which emphasizes the importance of proactive health strategies, showing that people who focused, listen to this, on preventative measures like maintaining a healthy diet, and exercising regularly for the sheer sake of the fact that our bodies are supposed to move, not because it's January and you need to lose weight, had significantly lower risks of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, weight loss issues, and obesity. So how did those people get healthy? They defined health as an action that they have control over. They said it's my ability to heal. My health comes from the inside. God gave us the ability to heal. If you don't believe me, just go out and break your arm. You don't need a drug for it to grow back together. Technically, you don't even need a cast. The cast just holds it in place to help it heal faster. But even if you didn't cast it, the bone is still going to grow back together again because your body is regenerative. Go trip and cut yourself on something. Scrape your knee. Scrape your elbow. You don't have to put anything on it. Now, you should to keep it clean because it'll heal faster, but it's still going to grow back. The skin is still going to regenerate. Harvard is finding out that your heart is not doomed even if you've had a heart attack. The muscle tissue we thought used to be scarred over, nope, whoops, it can grow back. Regenerative medicine is exploding right now. People are injecting stem cells into their joints and watching physically tissue grow back. They're infusing exosomes into their skin and their face, and they're inhaling them. Degeneration of the brain is going away. Parkinson's is disappearing. Hair is growing back in people. Like what we thought was impossible today, we're like, oh, you just need to turn on the body's ability to heal. Activate stem cells and watch what happens. There are no drugs that do it because you can't take a pill to get healthy. And that's another problem because a lot of you think, as long as I take my medications, I'm healthy. My doctor says, take this to get well. What are those 5 changes we talked about? I knew somebody's going to ask, right? Dr. Ernst, you said you were going to give us the top 5 changes you should do in 2025. Well, if you're ready for a revolution of your health, here are the top 5 things you need to do. Number 1, change the way you think. Your health journey starts with a shift in your mindset. If you're only focused on short-term goals, how can I get out of pain fast? How can I lose weight fast? How can I get ripped fast? It's just not going to happen. Instead of saying, I need to lose 20 pounds, focus on the habits that will get you there, like eating for nutritional density, not because it says it's a fad diet. Yes, we need to eat food, but we want to focus on foods that bring nutrients into our body and are dense and rich. Celebrate the progress that you have. Don't look for perfection. Every tiny step you make is a part of a revolution. There was a study done in the journal Health Psychology that found out that if you focus on process-oriented goals, meaning like let's change how I do things rather than what I'm doing, you had a higher likelihood of hitting your goal and having long-term success with that goal. So you have to change the way you think. A lot of you say, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to get well this year. Well, you just sealed the deal. Remember Henry Ford, quite a famous quote, if you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, you're also right. Your body vibrationally responds to how you think. If you don't think you can do something, you certainly won't do it. But if you think you can do it, you'll do it. So it's a shift in mindset. Number 1, 2025, change the way you think about health. Health is not luck. Health is not genetics. Health is action. Health was given to you when you were created. Your body can heal. Turn it on. Stop turning it off. What turns my health off, Dr. Ernst? Well, number 1, self-sabotage. I don't think I can get well. Number 2, medications. They all have side effects and they wreck your body. Medications do not heal people. They might symptomatically cover up problems, but they don't get rid of the root. They don't heal you. Dieting because it's fun. Well, it's worked for my friends, so I'll do it. It's not healthy. Number 2, biggest thing you should do for 2025, get your gut sealed. I mentioned it earlier. It is a root foundation for your health. So many of you are walking around with leaky gut. There's tests for this today. You can urinate in a little vial and it'll tell you how leaky your gut is. Like, it's not that complicated. Start by changing the way you think about food. Food is not for pleasure. It can be, but it shouldn't be. Food is for nutrition. What do you need? Maybe it's time to get a test and find out what nutrients you're deficient in, and then go to Google or ChatGPT or whatever and type in foods highest in the things you're deficient in. We teach this a lot with our patients. We run mineral tests and we find out they're low in chromium and vanadium and selenium. And they're always like, oh, should I go out and take it? Should I go to the vitamin shop and buy it? And we're like, no, that's outside in. We want it to come from within you. Eat these foods. Oh, but Dr. Ernst, I don't like the way those taste. I don't care. Those are the foods that have the nutrients you need. This is why you're deficient, because you don't eat them. Like, guys, it's really not that complicated. Research in gut microbes shows that if you change your gut health, it leads to an improvement in overall metabolic function. Guys, this is revolutionary. Gut microbes, ready for this? If you change your gut, your blood pressure gets better. Your blood sugar gets better. Your cholesterol gets better. Your skin gets better. Your mind gets better. Your hair gets better. Your nails get better. Your weight gets better. Your bones get better. Your heart gets better. Like, I could just keep going. Your gut is a foundation of your ability to heal. Therefore, it's a part of your health. So number 2 is get your gut sealed. If you need help with that, connect with any of the doctors in the Ask Dr. Ernst group. We can help you get tested for your intestines and, boom, give you a protocol to fix it. Number 3, balance your hormones. I'm guaranteeing you every single one of you listening to me today has an imbalanced hormone profile. 98% of the men we work with, testosterone is super low and estrogen is through the roof. What? Estrogen high? Yep. And if you give yourself more testosterone, you just aromatize it back over to estrogen. All these pills for testosterone and lotions and creams, they are the resolution method. The revolution method would say, let's find out why you're shifting your hormones. Most women are in estrogen dominance and low progesterone, low DHEA. So they're sweating all the time. They can't lose weight, losing their minds, super highly anxious, stressed out like crazy. There's a very simple test. We give you a box, you urinate on these like little vials, you fill them up maybe 5 or 6 times throughout the day, send it off to a lab we use. They'll actually map your hormones for 24 hours. We get to see everything. How high is your progesterone, testosterone, pregnenolone, pregnenolol, DHEA, cortisol, cortisone? I mean, it's an amazing test. Guaranteed your physicians are not running this. How do we balance hormones naturally? Well, number 1 is start sleeping better. Reduce your sugar intake. A journal published in the Endocrine Reviews highlighted how sleep is what wrecks most people's hormones because we're not really sleeping very well. Number 4, detox. What do you know? It's part of your health. It's not just a trendy buzzword. It's absolutely necessary in today's world. It's kind of tough because they're everywhere, guys. So number 1, remove the sources of toxins in your life. Switch your cleaning products, your personal care products, and all the stuff you use to cleaner, healthier, non-toxic styles. Get your filters on your home improved. Mercury, lead, aluminum, fluoride, heavy metal filters. Not just like I use a Brita. Yay, I remove chlorine. There's a study done in the journal Lancet. Listen to this. If you reduce your exposures to environmental toxins, it significantly reduces your risks for things like cancer, heart disease, and obesity. It's huge. Number 5, focus on connection and purpose. Your health is not just something physical. It's emotional. It's also spiritual. You need to start investing in yourself so you can invest in others. We talked about this before. The best way to lose 20 pounds is to figure out how to help someone else do that, and you'll innately lose weight. Part of number 5 on focusing on connection and purpose is figuring out, who are you? Why are you here? Why do you want to lose weight? Is it just so you look good in a pair of jeans? Is it so you can live longer and be healthier and spend more time with your grandkids or your kids? Yay, that's a good one. Why do you want to be healthy? When your goals are tied to a deeper purpose, they're usually non-negotiable. You won't be like, oh, I'm just going to throw this out the window. No, you're going to go, God, I'm doing this for my kids. I can't do that. A study in psychological science found that people with a strong sense of purpose, why they're here and what they're for, are more likely to engage naturally in health-promoting activities because they want to be well. I hate to say it, some people are addicted to sickness because they think they're going to get out of their life what they want with other people having pity on them. Instead, people who have a huge purpose and a vision are usually like, I don't have time for sickness. I'm going to do these things because I won't let it hold me back. I've got too much to do to change the world or to make a better influence on someone else's life rather than mine. I can't let a cold hold me back. Notice the difference in their thinking. So when your approach to health is revolutionary rather than resolutionary, you're setting yourself up for lasting success and massive transformation. It's not about quick fixes anymore. It's about building a life that will give you the opportunity to heal and thrive. So listen, if you're ready for it, it's 2025. Let's hit the ground running, but don't go running to the gym and the diet. Run to your phone. Text the word 50 and 50, 50N50 to 704-906-2094. Let my team build a functional plan for you. It's free for the first 50 people. In fact, you know what? I think we're already at 50. So guess what? The rest of you, join me for my masterclass. We have one coming up. I think it's the 18th. I don't even know. I'll post it for you guys. Okay. It's in January. I'm doing 2 of them. Thursday night, 7 p.m., Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Look above, look below. The links will be there for you. And follow us on social media for daily tips and inspiration. Everything you need is there. And I'll see you guys next week. Have an amazing kickstart to the 2025 year. And remember, you're just a decision away from creating the revolution you need for your health.